Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate. This is a motherhood channel where we talk about mom life, of course, family, home, foster care, and adoption, and faith in living our lives with the lens of the gospel. So if any of that interests you, I would love to have you subscribe and join us. Today's video is a little bit different. I haven't done a video like this before, but I polled you guys on Instagram a few weeks back about digital planning, and I had a lot of people wanting to know more, so I've actually put together a series. This is the first of 5 videos that are going to come out explaining everything you need to know about digital planning, any barriers, like things that I had trouble with making the switch, whatnot. Anyways, I'm going to discuss it all, show you how to do it, and then you can decide from there if that's something that you think that you want to get into. So first, I'd want to talk a little bit about what digital planning is. So digital planning, of course, there's like more traditional digital planning where you're using digital calendars and you're typing things in and whatnot, but I could never get into that, like just having everything on like the computer written out. I think there's a time and a place, and there's a whole other system I use like that to track things and to plan my business and plan on my content and just plan my whole life. But I need to write things down. I'm a very creative, visual person. I like pretty things rather than just looking at spreadsheets when I'm trying to plan out things and dream and imagine. Just stay organized. I love pretty papers and planners like this, but the problem with me with planners, and maybe for you, so I would have it here on my desk or whatever. If I needed it at night, it would be upstairs by my bed, and then I would leave it there, and then it would get lost for a couple days, and I would get out of the routine, and I was just never consistent enough with it, even though I loved the time that I did spend doing it. So I was looking for a way to be more consistent, and I heard about digital planning, and I never really thought it would be for me, but I absolutely love it now. And I love how customizable it can be, to the point that I actually made my own planner. For me, with the paper planner and the digital planning and making the switch, I just love how minimalism and tech kind of marry each other and align so well, because I have really been able to minimize and streamline this process and access it anywhere, because I can access my planner on my phone as well. There's just so many benefits to it, and if you're really trying to stay productive or get a project done or keep on track or track things, anyways, I'm just finding that digital is the way to go, because like I said, I would often leave the paper planner, lose it for a couple days. I mean, we're always on our phones. We can always check it. It's literally with me all of the time, this planner, because I hated like lugging big paper planners around. That's why I got this small one last. But still, even then, I always have my phone with me anyways, so I can access it then. At home, I plan on my iPad. I don't often use it on my phone, just if I'm trying to access something or just quickly jot something in. So I'm going to show you mine quickly. I'm going to change the camera here and show you mine. But first, there's a couple things you need. So you need an iPad or a tablet. You need the actual digital planner, which you can get off Etsy. Mine is on Etsy, or you can get it on my website if you like mine, but there's a million out there. You can go and look. You need an app. I use the app GoodNotes. There are other apps you can use. They have to be able to work with interactive PDFs. That's what a digital planner is an interactive PDF. So GoodNotes, I think, is the best one. There are some other ones that you can use. And then on Android, if you have an Android tablet, I think it's called Zodo is the app that has been recommended. So you also need a pencil or a stylus, and you can't use like the BlendEd stylus. It has to be a pencil or a pen type. So this is the Apple Pencil. This is the Apple Pencil, and then this is the 9.7-inch iPad. This is not the Pro. A lot of people that do digital planning do it on the Pro, but that just wasn't in the budget for me, so I have the smaller one. It still works with that. And then this case I have has a little spot for the pen here as well. But I actually got this silicone grip on here because I just find writing is much neater, because that was one thing with digital planning, getting used to writing with this and not an actual pencil. You're kind of sliding all over the screen. So I found 2 things. That is a matte screen protector, so you can hear this maybe. It feels more like paper. It feels just like paper, really. Not just like, but it feels a lot like paper with this. And then having this silicone grip really helps. I was also always losing the end of this. I have little ones crawling around. This is a perfect choking hazard. So I found this little silicone pen. I just find this because I've lost this little back piece so many times while I'm charging the pen. So I love this little holder. So it doesn't really fit in here too well anymore. I can kind of push it in there, but if you're carrying it around in your bag or whatever, it does pop out of this now that has the grip. But I'm sure there's other solutions out there. Check Amazon. I will leave all of this linked in my Amazon store if you want to check it out to get started. But there you go. We're all set. Okay, so the best way to show you is probably like this. I've never done a tech video before, so bear with me, but we'll make this work. So this is the app here, GoodNotes. And This is my planner that I've created here. So it's fun because they can even look like digital planners. Like you have the coils here. I have the strap to make it look like it's all held together, but I actually put something a little different, which you don't always see on other people's planners, but I have an index card right on the front, but I'll show you that in a second. So the easiest thing you can do is you can just swipe through this. Now when we're on January, you can see all the months down the side here, and then I have all, sorry, let me make it bigger, all different things up here for you. I have daily planners, weekly planners, there's lots, and then there's even more additional things in the index, which is on the front page. So this is all linked together. I'm just tapping it with my pen to get there. Okay, so I'll do a quick walkthrough. So I have all the months down here on the side. Some people have the rings right in the middle and have it broken up into 2 pages so it looks like an actual planner. I personally like the full layout. You can also get them in portrait style as well. So I like mine long. This is the most comfortable for me to write when I have more space here to write with the iPad. So this is personally how I like it, but there are so many different ones if you want a different layout, of course. So we have a daily planner. So I use a block system. This is the best way for me to get everything done. I have a grateful section, a top 3 focus here, and then a spot to write in any exercise, meals, and a place to track my water. So I will explain more about the block system probably in another video. I just wanted to give you a quick glance through here of what this is. So you can either swipe to get to the next page. So that is the weekly page. So this is our weekly layout where we have 3 main focuses for the week, things you have to do on each day, and then notes and to-dos, just an extra little spot down there. The next one is a vision planner. So I just put a couple of things on here. This is just a blank page. You can do whatever you want. You can add stickers, you can write, you can add pictures from the internet, whatever, or your phone, whatever you want to do. So if you are the type of person who likes to do vision boards, you can do one for each month and save them and have them to look throughout. The next is your goal planner. So for me, if you've seen my goal planner, my life audit workbook that I put out at the beginning of every year, I think there's 6 main realms that we should have goals in, so that this is based off on how I do my goals. And this is just really month by month. I have a spot here to put the month specific part of that goal you're working to and what that next step is. So I have a goal planner here. Then I have a financial planner. So this is just a basic glance at my finances. I actually have a whole budget insert that I have. Didn't put that in here, just I didn't want to confuse you guys. But you can get as detailed as you want. So if you're somebody who tracks even the smallest details with your budget, or you want to be more detailed with it, I have a whole budget insert that I have that goes on there. But anyways, this is the monthly budget. Then I have a spot for if you're wanting to track any sort of health or fitness goals. So just a weekly, and then a space to write in what the goal is and a space to track. You can write a reward down here. So if you have some specific health and fitness goals, like I know so many of us do, you can track that in here. Next, we have this habit tracker. So there's 30 or 31 stars here. You can write what the habit is, and then you can just simply color in the stars as you go to keep track of a habit. Next, I have a project planner. So if you're doing any sort of specific project and you just need to get it laid out and organized, this is how my brain works. So this is the project planner I've implemented in here. This is my family meeting page that I do. So we used to just do this in a notebook. I like that I can just kind of keep these filed and write what we talk about, because we write about things like joys of the week, concerns of the week, what we need to work on, and acts of kindness or activities that we can do in this upcoming week or that we did. We'll talk about that all in there. We have a place to write the meals where the kids actually help contribute. And then we have a place to discuss our schedule if we have anything going on, which, this has been kind of empty since COVID, but things are starting to pop back into our schedule. So we'll write our schedule out here so everybody in the family is on the same page. And then we, as a family, pick a verse of the week. And then what I love so much, this is one feature I absolutely love about digital planning, is right here when we're discussing the meal. So I like the kids pick at least 1, sometimes 2 nights a week if they pick healthy options. What we're going to eat that week, it just helps them to be more involved in that process. And then we can just quickly click this meal plan button and it brings you to this page, and you can go and plan out further. So after our family meeting, I usually plan out further. And then the best part is you just write in your grocery list based off your meal plan for this week. And then this grocery list, that's why it's in gray, so it's nice and clear and easy to find. You can access this on your phone when you're out at the grocery store, or if you're doing your click and collect online ordering, you can just quickly come to this page and see what groceries you need based off the items that you're going to be cooking that week. Makes it simple so you're not wasteful of food, and just you're organized and things just run smoothly. So after family, you have this notes page. So you have a place for blank notes. I have a grid in here if you're doing, you know, any sort of design layout or whatever. I have a dot grid in here as well. I also have a blank, and you can use this blank page and add as many of these blank pages as you need to overlay other planners. So say, what is something I don't have in here? I plan and track a lot. Let me think. A budget saver or a run tracker or whatever you might be. You can create your own and save it as an image and actually inlay it in here, or you can purchase. There's a whole bunch on Etsy and whatnot. But this is blank page, and you just add this anywhere you want in your planners. And then finally, there's this little sticker page here. What I didn't love the most about traditional digital planning is it's just so plain and boring, and I'm a creative person, so I like to add these little stickers and whatnot. On social media or things you need to schedule, like I do. I have my YouTube and my Instagram, like things like that. Then any sort of appointments, if things are priority or to-do list, whatever, you can add these stickers wherever you want. There's just literally endless stickers that you can add and keep. I have a whole other sticker book from other ones that I've purchased, but these are the ones that I've created here. So then quickly, if you go to this pink tab, that brings you back to the front, and this is where you can get all of the bonus pages in my planner. So this brings you to this page here. So want to quickly access them, you can go to front, hit index, and this has every page in the book, and then you can duplicate it from there. And then over here is where we have the additional things. So we have a weekly review, a monthly review, a yearly review. This is a how-to, which is going to lead you to a link on my blog, which is going to have this video as well as the other 4 to explain exactly what you need to do for your planner. You can easily access anything, any additional things you need here that are not necessarily on this top pad. So the monthly planner, for example, I'll show you that. And if you just scroll through, you can see the additional ones that are at the very end of the planner. So your week in review, your month in review, your year in review. So those are all the extra. And again, you just hit front and then index here, and you can access all of these extra ones right here, which is the monthly planner and these 3, and then all of the rest are already in there. But this is just a quick way to access them and reference them. I showed you how all of those links work now. The best thing is you can make this as big as you need to suit your writing, and you can write in here and then you just make it small again and it'll be nice and neat. But how you do that is you just click up here in the top right corner, and that brings you your pencil tool. So I'm going to do another video getting into this more, but let me just quickly show you here. So let's say my focus this month is to get the homeschool organized. So I'm just going to quickly write it like this. Sorry, I know the angle's not great here. So this is just a reminder for me when I'm planning my month homeschool. I need to get everything done for homeschool because this is our first year homeschooling. And then I would write any appointments and events in here, and the 17th, whatever. I'm just saying, so then you can see I can make it smaller, and I can do this much neater. I'm just kind of showing you quickly here. But there's highlighters, erasers. You can just quickly double tap if you want to erase the last thing you wrote, which I don't because that wouldn't make sense. We also have this erase tool with different sizes that you can just erase things. You can add text and type it in if you actually want. This is just if you're trying to highlight something, you can actually do this in a presentation. This is like a highlighter laser tool. You can add pictures in there, or take a picture and add something from your gallery. You use this tool to collect your stickers, the lasso tool. You can add shapes in there if you need to, and then it'll actually straighten them. They have to be semi-neat, but they'll actually straighten them out for you. So if you're doing any sort of drawing or whatnot, your pen tool, and you have different options for pens, you have different options for markers and sizes and colors. So as you can see, the possibilities become endless on how creative you can be with this. Okay, so that is the gist of digital planning, a quick walkthrough through my planner. I will leave any other information that you might need linked down below. These videos are going to be coming out one by one, but I will leave the link that is going to house all of the videos so you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm going to do some more detailed tutorials just so you can get a better handle on this. There's some other videos where I think digital planning is so great for moms and just all of the things you can do with it. I'll leave another link where you can get a free notebook that I've designed for you, so you can just play around to see if this is something you'd be interested in before you would actually purchase a planner or anything, but just to draw around in and just kind of see how it functions and whatnot. I will leave a link to a free notebook, digital notebook down below, but you do need to get the app GoodNotes or Zoto if you're on Android. You have to have an Apple Pencil or stylus that is like pencil or pen specific, not the blunt end, and then you obviously have to have your iPad or your tablet. So that is everything you need. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I would love to have you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!